Well, Tom Bryant helps businesses in East Anglia transform the way they work. We saw some companies that are trying to do their bit there. How receptive do you find businesses are to the idea of becoming more sustainable and going green?
Yes, well, I see them incredibly receptive. I think the challenge that we have is many businesses are still getting our heads around all the different ways that we can become sustainable, which is why I'm promoting very much events across East Anglia for our regional businesses to really understand what sustainability means for them as a business and what is that business case for change.
Because in your eyes, sustainability is not just about the environment. There are lots of factors that the businesses have to take into account.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a good thing because we need to broaden our definition of sustainability. It's certainly more than just climate change. One helpful thing that I work with businesses on is looking at the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and these are goals that really broaden that definition to look at not only issues or challenges around planet, but also sustainable communities as well as more sustainable economies. And looking at all the different actions we can take, they really support each other for more healthy and sustainable businesses.
But it can seem quite overwhelming as an individual and I'm sure as a business person as well. If you were to kind of narrow down on the most important things that businesses could do, they could start tomorrow if they're not doing them, what would you say those were?
Well, I would say number one is definitely look at these United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. 17 goals seems very, very overwhelming, but but that is a framework that is easy for us to get our heads around when we look at that, and it really helps businesses see. It just opens up lots of different actions that they can take. Of course, we can sign up for renewable energy providers and, of course, do more recycling, as we've seen in the footage there. But there are social things like just mentoring our young people and looking at education across the region, because healthy people on a healthy planet and healthy prosperity, they're all tied together.
Do you feel, though, that people, when they're given a list of 17 sustainable goals, might think, I can't make that apply to my business. If there were kind of actual things that they could do tomorrow, practical things, and individuals could do as well within their companies, what would you say to them to do?
I would say number one, start mentoring our young people more. Young people have an amazing voice, as we've already seen, when it comes to sustainability. And I think that we need to involve our young people even more in our businesses and helping them help us become more sustainable businesses. It's a simple thing to do, great place to start.
Tom Bryant, thank you very much. And